you been, Sheriff? In the world up above. But I'm back now, just in time, too, for the Children's Corner.
When I'm sitting around with my homework all done and there's nothing to do, I call all of my friends, they don't answer the phone. Where have they gone to? Where do you go?
Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the town of the Children's Corner, located in the world of the Magical Couch. I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County. And right now I'm in the world up above. It's pretty noisy up here, but I'm on my way back into the world of the Magical Couch. But before I go down there, I thought I'd stick around and get a bite to eat. And that's because the food up here is a lot more diverse than in the world of the Magical Couch. Now, you're probably wondering what diverse means. Well, that just happens to be an Alphabet Chef word of interest. Diverse. D-I-V-E-R-S-E. Diverse. Meaning to show variety, something different. And they have a lot of different food up here. As examples, let's say, they have American food, Mexican food, Chinese food. However, I'm finding that most places are closed. I can't find a place that's open. So that's become my goal, to find one that's open before I go back into the town of the Children's Corner. Speaking of the town of the Children's Corner, a lot of you have asked me, Sheriff Stephen J., we've heard that song, The Children's Corner, but it's a little short version. Is there a longer version of that tune? I said, yes, there is. Matter of fact, when I wrote it a long time ago, and I put together the Slouch in the Couch Children's Corner band, I actually practiced it with them the very first time we ever got together. I sat in front of the piano and played it, and I taught it to them, and they learned it rather quickly. And it's the long version, and Mr. Jaloptimus was even there.
When I'm sitting around.
Okay, here we go.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
When I'm sitting around with my homework all done and there's nothing to do, I call all of my friends, they don't answer the phone. Where have they gone to? Well, I'm thinking and I'm thinking with the TV right in front of me, when something catches my eye. It's a television program that is made for younger people. I think I'll give it a try. I'm gonna go. Where do you go?
To the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
The channel is set, the program is on, entertaining and fun, filled with stories and facts. I'm glad that I'm here, my boredom all gone. This land is filled with creatures and some interesting people, nowhere on earth can compare. This place is very special, it's a world all by itself, through the big bag with the sign that says rare. Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go? Look around, what do you see? Prankstown is over there. There's a Slouch and some Groks, a Wheezin' and Schlocks. You never know what new adventure you may share at the Children's Corner. Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Tell me, where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Just where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the Children's Corner.
Where do you go?
Now, as you can see, I am leaving the sleepy little coastal town of Northport. I've been here in the summertime before, and I'll tell you, it may be sleepy in the summertime, it is dormant in the winter. There are no traffic lights here, with the major intersection being controlled with a stop sign. The major street that runs through the town is the Atlantic Highway, and it can become quite busy, but not this time of year. However, we do have a gift shop here, but it's closed for the season. Feeling hungry? No problem in Northport. We have several diverse and very good eateries like the Bayside Sandwich Shop or the Hideaway Cafe, just to name a few. But they don't open again until the end of May. But fear not, we do have a few things around here that are open all year, like the cemetery. But it's only open for visitors. Future residents, they have to wait till spring to be buried, as the ground right now is completely frozen. But if you're lucky, right across the street is the Northport Volunteer Fire Department, where you may catch Fire Chief Paul, who loves to justify why he burns buildings down.
Well, in our town, some people will donate the building to the fire department, and we use it to train our members on how to go into a burning building, what to do, so that they get used to what it's like to be inside a burning building, and then when a real fire comes along, they're prepared for it.
And of course, you can always visit the transfer station, open 3 days a week, 52 weeks a year. That is, unless there's a blizzard or an ice storm. In that case, all bets are off. So there you have it, the sleepy little town of Northport, where I suggest visiting in the summertime, where you'll find bugs. Hey, there's a horse over there, in a barn in a stall. I think I'll go over and have a closer look, or should I say quicker look, just in case I'm caught going on that property and the people that own the property don't want me there. But horses are cool. Check it out.
I can't believe the general store didn't have any mutton. Last week they had nothing but mutton. Well, the only difference between mutton and the shank is the mutton would have been bigger and tougher. Well, I guess I'll just throw some turkey legs in too.
Shank and turkey legs? I think I've gone to heaven. I'm so hungry. Uh-oh. I think one of those fantasy forest fairies just landed next to me. I must not make eye contact. Those fairies find me irresistible.
Oh, hi there. I'm Fairy Alexi. What's your name?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I can't look at you. You fairies find me quite the attractive pickle. I don't mean to be rude, but it's for your own good.
Oh, really? To me, you're just a disgusting, grumpy, old green pickle. But I do like your nose ring. I've been looking for one for my husband. Where did you get it?
Oh, brother.
Oh, hi, sis. I was just about to cook up some of this shank and turkey legs for the sheriff. Well, why don't you cook him some mutton? The general store has got lots and lots of it. Not anymore. Someone must be having one huge barbecue.
I think I'm going to be sick. I'm out of here.
He never did tell me where he got that nose ring. I guess I'll have to ask his wife. Sis, do you need any help?
Not really. Maybe if you weren't so small.
Well, I wouldn't be so small if Mom didn't carry the fairy gene. She didn't even know she had it. It's hard to believe we're twins.
It's hard to believe the doctor even noticed you when you were born. But I have to say, you're the best sister anyone could ever hope for.
Oh, you're the best too. And an excellent cook too. Well, what do you say we start cooking for the sheriff? I need to wash my hands. I need some water. I can help you with that, sis. Oh, I've been wondering where these strange bottles of water have been coming from. Thanks, sis. We make a great team.
What a beautiful horse.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, startled me there.
Can I lend a hand?
Oh, gosh. You guys startled me. I was passing by and I noticed a horse here, and I hope you don't mind, I had to come take a quicker look, I love animals. I love horses. It's a beautiful horse you got here.
Well, thank you. I don't think Sweet Pea would mind at all. We've actually got a lot of animals out on the farm.
Really? What kind of farm is this?
Well, it's the Mending Wall Farm, and we take care of sheep and chickens.
Sheep? So you have a lot of sheep here.
Yeah, we do. They're right out back. If you want, we can go on inside and talk about it where it's warmer.
Oh, I'd love to do that. Okay. Okay.
follow me?
I'll follow you. I've never been on a sheep farm.
Oh, it's great.
Oh God, I'm excited.
Pull up a chair.
Oh, what a coincidence. Yeah, 3 chairs all set up. Thank you.
We strive for coincidences.
Yes, I get a lot of those. Oh, a dog. Yeah, all kind of animals here.
Would you like me to take your pocketbook, Sheriff?
Cody, I don't think that's a pocketbook. I think it's a purse.
It's not a purse, and it's not a pocketbook. It's a dog. No, not that. It's a doorway. Ah, forget it. Comedians. Always a comedian somewhere. Put that right there. Well, you have got animals here.
Yeah.
And those horses were absolutely beautiful. And that dog was really nice too. I like the dog. But that horse was, I just got my attention. I saw it from the road in the distance. I had to take a closer look. And I'm glad you didn't mind me doing that.
I don't think Sweet Pea would have minded. She's a beautiful quarter horse.
Oh, Sweet Pea, it's a sheep.
Yep.
Her name's Sweet Pea.
Yep.
And I noticed there's another horse in a stall next to Sweet Pea.
Yep, that's Peanut. She's our thoroughbred. She's the one that wears the pajamas.
Why does she wear pajamas?
She doesn't have a thick coat for the winter time, so we just blanket her to keep her warm. Yep.
I see. And you can keep, you know which horse is which from, far away.
Yeah.
Well, before we go any further, I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County, and you are?
Tony.
Tony.
Very nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Very nice meeting you, Tony. And you are?
Cody.
Cody.
Nice to meet you too,
Nice
Sheriff.
meeting you, Cody. Anyway, so you have these horses, and this is what, you said it was a sheep farm.
Yep.
And I've never been on a sheep farm before as far as the primary purpose are the sheep. I've been on a farm that had sheep on it. They had goats and they made cheese, but not one that you guys, that's your business primarily, is sheep.
Yep.
Certainly.
And I like to talk about the sheep, but first let's go back to the horses because I love horses. Those horses, the one I saw was absolutely beautiful. And I was just kind of wondering, when do you let them out? They're in the stall. How long do you keep them in there? When do they get to get out and get some exercise?
Well, every morning after the morning feed, they get grain, water, and then we throw the hay out in the paddock, and we let them out in the paddock about 8, 9 o'clock.
And they're out there, and I mean, what do they do? I mean,
Well, they like to play a lot. They like to chase each other, they like to jump in the air, and they love to roll around.
roll around. You mean on the ground?
Yep.
A big horse.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that before. A huge horse rolling around. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, especially in winter, they love it. The snow and such. They're always out there doing it.
You guys have all kind of animals. I noticed we have the dog here. I saw a cat as we walked in, and you have at least one rooster because I saw it, and it was cock-a-doodle-dooing all the way, walking in here. It was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, Rocky loves the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, well, I think Rocky has a cold because I think it was sneezing. Is that right?
I believe he was, yes.
So you got all these animals. Okay, so let's talk about the sheep. So this is primarily a sheep farm. And what do you mean by it's primarily a sheep farm?
Well, we raise Katahdin sheep, and that's spelled Katahdin.
I've heard of that. I've seen that spelling. That's Katahdin.
Yep.
And how many do you have?
Well, we have about 50 ewes, about 14 lambs, and 2 rams.
And what is a ewe?
A ewe is a female sheep.
I get it. Because I knew a ram is a male sheep. And the lambs are the babies.
Yep.
So what time of year do you, or not you, but do the sheep have the babies?
Usually they'll start anywhere sometime in mid-December, and then they can go all the way into April, March. We've actually had one that was born in September last year.
Really?
Yeah. Right now we have 14.
14?
Last year when we had our biggest, when they were all getting giving birth finally, it was 19 in the course of 2 days.
14, that's a lot.
Yeah, luckily I don't have to take care of them.
And do you expecting a lot more than 14 this year?
Yeah, it should be close to 50. Most Katahdins actually have twins when they give birth. It was genetically bred through 40 years.
How many babies did you have last year?
Last year we had about 39.
39, yeah, 14 now. And do you think you'll surpass 39 this year?
I believe.
Oh, I can definitely see that happening.
So the lambs right now, how old are they?
There are a couple days, most of them, and then there's a few that are about a week, 2 weeks old.
Where do you keep them all?
So we have 2 shelters out there that we've been repairing and building jugs in to house them.
Okay, and what's a jug?
Jug is the enclosure, much like the horse stall.
I see. So you're just calling something different. So if you put the sheep into the horse stall, taking out the horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
That becomes a jug.
Yes, it would.
Now, do you think that's kind of nutty?
A little bit.
That would keep me confused. And trust me, it doesn't take much to keep me confused, but that one would really keep me confused. How old does the sheep have to become before you start shearing them for their wool?
So we actually don't. They're a shearless sheep. Their wool just sheds off in the fall.
Well, I always thought sheep were specifically bred to be sheared to make clothing.
That's with most sheep that people don't eat, though.
Okay, now you're telling me that these sheep are bred primarily for their meat, for the lamb. I see. Makes it kind of hard to get close to the little ones, isn't it?
It does.
How old does a baby have to be before it's no longer a lamb?
About a year, and then they turn into a sheep.
They turn into a sheep? Well, they don't. Okay, so they're an adult. After a year, they become an adult. When the sheep go to market, how old do they usually go to market?
Usually they're about 8 months to a year old.
And any reason why they're 8 months to a year? Well, how come it can't be longer?
Well, if it's longer than a year, we actually can't sell it as lamb, and it would be classified as mutton.
Mutton. Hey, I've heard of mutton before. And I saw it, I think I saw it on something. Anyway, and the guy had like a turkey leg, but it was bigger. And he's like, you know, like King Henry VIII or something like that. You know what I mean? But it was mutton. He had his mutton. And I didn't know what it was. Yeah. So a mutton is sheep. It's sheep meat, but it's over a year old.
Yep.
And if it's under a year old, it's lamb.
Yep. And it's a lot firmer.
That.
Lamb is a lot more tender, so it's preferred to be cooked with.
Wow. So altogether, sheep, babies, the whole shebang, how many you got?
Well, we have about 60 altogether.
And it's gonna grow.
Yep.
And do you sell to other people like the lambs or, not to make into, you know, just sell them so they can start their own sheep farms?
We actually have 7 ewes and 1 male who is together right now for a flock starter.
Well, that's very interesting. Are we having lunch today?
Fortunately not today. We have the jugs to go back out to. Keep working on.
So you gotta keep working on the jugs.
Yo, yeah.
Get those jugs, get more animals to put in the jugs, but you're not gonna be having lunch today, huh?
Nope, not today.
Well, in that case, I want to thank you for giving me all the information about the sheep farm, and it was very interesting.
Oh, you're very
You told me a few things I didn't know. Katahdin. And my stomach is growling. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It just happened to me not too long ago. I was talking to somebody. Yeah, that's how I know what time it is. I don't need a watch. Old tummy. Okay, well, since there's nothing going on as far as eating, I guess I'll be leaving. But it was great meeting both of you, Tony and Cody.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sure. Don't forget your purse.
Oh, what the?
I think it's a pocketbook.
It's not a pocketbook. It's not a purse. It is a doorway into the world of the. Forget it. Those comedians. Everywhere I go, there's a comedian. Okay. Well, thank you guys, and you take care.
You as well, Sheriff.
Hey, if I'm in the area again, I'll drop by and maybe you'll have some mutton.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
See you later, Sheriff.
All right. Take care.
Why is that pocketbook pink?
I have no idea.
Okay, I've washed my hands and I've preheated my oven to 350. I'm about ready to get this shank seasoned up for the oven for the sheriff. Let's see, I'm gonna get some oil here, and I'm gonna oil both sides of the shank. This lovely shank of meat here. Just gonna rub some oil on both sides, just a little bit. And then I have some nice salt and pepper seasoning to rub down on both sides. I'm gonna rub that on there, really get it good into the meat. Oh, the sheriff is gonna be so happy with this surprise. It's such a tasty meal. So we rub all that oil and salt and pepper and seasonings right in there. Make sure you get all the sides and all the angles covered. And then you put it right in that dish perfectly. It's such a nice fit. So you're gonna cover this and roast it. Roasting's the best way to cook a shank. Before we put it in the oven, we're gonna set it aside and let it rest for about 10 minutes to let all the flavors of the seasonings get into the meat. It's kind of like basting or what you do to your ribs before you put them on the grill, something very similar, but it only takes about 10 minutes. So you just let it sit for about 10 minutes, let those herbs get in there, the pepper and the salt, and then cover it, put it in the oven. It's gonna be great. When it comes out of the oven, we're gonna let it rest again. I'm gonna put this in the preheated oven. There we go. Let's see, we have these great turkey legs, and we're gonna do something very similar to them. We don't need oil on the turkey legs because they have lots and lots of their own oil built right in. I also will put some water into the pan to help that steam action and get the juices flowing in the turkey. But we are gonna take some of this great seasoning and just sprinkle it right on top. And you notice their pan is a little bigger because they are nice and big. Oh, that sheriff is gonna be so pleased. He's definitely not expecting this kind of a feast. Wonderful. Now the turkey legs only have to cook for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I would also cover these to let the heat and steam penetrate the meat and get it nice and juicy and hot as it's cooking. Turkey legs can be a little stringy, but they also can be a wonderful, smoky, juicy addition to dinner. I wish I had some vegetables, some potatoes and artichokes and carrots and string beans to brighten this meal up. Maybe there's a farmer around I could give a call to.
Hey, buddy. I'm so excited. He told me down the street that Alphabet Chef Becky had cooked me up a turkey leg and a shank. Though I don't know what kind of shank this is. It's only kind of small to be a beef shank. It's not big enough to be mutton. And to be honest with you, after going to that sheep farm, I really want nothing but mutton. But this will do. I'm hungry. So let's try the shank first. See what kind of meat this is. Well, look at that. Looks great. Oh boy. That is tender. That's excellent. Well, I'd like to thank you all for visiting me today and coming over down to the Children's Corner. But it's time to go. And it's kind of rude eating in front of you. So I gotta say goodbye. But I look forward to the next time we all get together on the Children's Corner. I wonder what kind of meat this is. It's a great shank.
go.